So I'm going to talk about the structure of plasma membrane today, which separates the cell's interior from the external environment. So I hope you still remember there are three most important types of lipids. Fats, we also call it triglycerides, steroids, and phospholipids. And the plasma membrane of the cell is generally made of phospholipids. So what's the structure of phospholipids? It composes of phosphate group, glycerol, and two fatty acid chain. So normally we draw it like this. We put a big circle and it represents a phosphate group and the glycerol, and we draw like two curved lines to represent the fatty acid chain. Okay, between glycerol and two fatty acid chain, there's a linkage called the ester linkage. So it combines the two components together. So phospholipid does not dissolve in water because water molecules cannot form hydrogen bond with the hydrocarbon tail. So I hope you still remember that, and this is very important to remember. So the hydrophilic means water loving, which means it can interact with water, it loves water. And hydrophobic means water hating. So this part, they does not want to interact with water. They just want to keep water as far away as possible. Okay? The water molecules interact with hydrophobic head, but not hydrophobic tails. This drives the hydrophobic tails together. Therefore, it will form either the micelles and the lipid bilayers, the phospholipid bilayer. So in the micelles, the hydrophilic head are on the outside, and they will interact with water. And the hydrophobic tails interact with one another. They are on the inside. And in the lipid bilayers, the hydrophobic heads interact with water. They're still on the outside, like two layers here. And the hydrophobic tails, they interact with one another, and they are on the inside. And one thing to note here is that the lipid bilayer, they form spontaneously. No energy is needed to form that bilayer.